So hello, welcome to our channel, and today is we're
We
going
have
to
a channel.
yeah, wait. We're gonna talk about how we met, and that I have a list of questions here that some friends are asking why are we not posting in more detailed of our relationship, how we met especially. So today I decided to have this question and answer with Ron. Say,
Who am I?
who are you?
Well, who am I?
So that's Ron. So
Hi.
before we met, who are you with, or were you dating?
I was dating.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really have any steady
Mm-hmm.
for probably about 7-8 months before I met you.
Uh-huh.
Prior to that, I was dating a girl named Kim for almost
Oh, so it was Kim
a year.
before me.
Yeah. Yep.
So this question for me is I just broke up with my American boyfriend just 3 months. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, I decided that it's getting late.
Right.
Better start
What do you mean in years? You
in
mean?
years. Yes, my years.
See, I was already old, so
I was like, I want a family, and I better go look for something somewhere else, or something, start dating again, because it didn't work. So it's like, what's the point?
yeah. See, women have a different view on
Yes.
dating than guys do because we're looking to see what options are out there more than anything else.
Mm,
While I was dating, I just wanted to meet somebody who was,
just want to enjoy.
well, that had their stuff together, right? You know, it wasn't someone who was needy and
Clingy.
well, clingy is okay to a degree, I guess,
Uh-huh.
but kind of knew who they were and didn't want me to fix their life for them, right?
Oh, that makes sense.
Because
Because
a lot of women that I
a lot of baggage.
had met and while I was dating, they wanted me to fix all the problems. Well,
Doesn't
no.
work that way.
No, you need to kind of have some of your problems figured out before you meet or go out dating, right?
Yeah. So next is how long you are on Plenty of Fish before meeting me?
Well, I met Kim on it,
Oh, you
and then
met him.
and then I obviously while I was dating her, I wasn't on it at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was only on it for about a month before I met her,
Okay.
and then obviously the 7 months before I met you.
Oh,
And I was only
see.
periodically on it because my job, I was gone for 15 days at a time, only home for 6.
There's no commitment.
So, well, it wasn't so much commitment, it was just, it's hard to build any kind of relationship other than superficial dating, right?
Yeah. Well, as for me, I'm kind of lucky because only 3 months that I am on Plenty of Fish, and I saw your picture keeps on coming over and over to my profile, so I send you that little wink.
Mm-hmm.
That little wink. I'm the one who first to send a message to Ron.
Well, there was a reason for that, though.
Why?
Because you had no photos on your profile,
Yeah.
and your profile never came up on mine at all.
Oh, really? For
It
me,
wasn't,
it's
it wasn't
over and
until you
over.
sent a wink, and then it was like, okay.
And I always remove
And I
my
read
pictures.
you only had like a little sentence on there. There wasn't a lot. It basically said that you were, your name was Nadia.
Nadia.
Is what you had put on there.
Yeah, that's my profile name.
And that you were looking for friendship and a relationship to build.
Yes.
And your sentence on there was you just wanted to meet someone who was nice.
Yes.
You know,
Of course, I'm straightforward because it's what I want.
I didn't say anything about
I
who
didn't
you were or
do.
what
Yeah,
you
I
were or
didn't
anything like that,
tell.
right?
I just tell exactly what I'm looking. That I'm a serious person looking for someone who is serious, not just fucking around or whatever. So.
You're allowed to say that?
Yeah.
And anyway, you winked, and I read your profile, and there was nothing objectionable on it where I went, yeah, go away. So what did I do? Do you remember?
You sent me roses.
I sent you a bouquet.
A bouquet of roses, yes. I thought it's bouquet of flowers, but you said bouquet of roses.
Red roses.
As long as it's a bouquet. And I was like, oh, yahoo! I know what's the kind of thing that, as if in my own impression with your profile, it's like you're fed up with all the BS or baggages of women. And I'm like, I can understand that.
Well, I use the actual term of getting their shit together.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I kind of had figured out, like after my divorce, I had went through almost a year of rediscovering who I was, what my passions were, what I wanted in life.
Mm-hmm.
And my life was kind of on the straight and narrow. There wasn't a lot of ambiguity about it.
Yeah.
And it seemed like a lot of the women that I'd met through the dating and that honestly didn't know what they wanted. Honestly, even Kim, she had no idea what she wanted.
Yeah.
She wanted me to be the combination of her, and I should have probably started running, her 3 previous husbands.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's
She
that's
wanted me to be the combination of all 3 of them. Well, no, I'm me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, and like your profile was very simple and no.
I know
There wasn't a lot of information or anything
not
there,
so much
but
there.
yes, I thought, well, okay, well, let's see what happens.
So when you first saw my photo, what was your first impression?
I didn't see your photo for almost 3 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was one where you're standing in front of it looked like a tour bus.
Oh, yes, in Vancouver.
And you were in a kind of a turquoise summer style windbreaker jacket with your hair tied back, and you seemed pretty in the picture. And I was like, okay, well, this is different. And the other aspect on it is I'd never dated an Asian before.
So I'm the first.
So I was like, okay. Because the ones that I'd tried to date before, they weren't interested.
Oh, I see.
Well, there is the white boy side of things, right? You know, that a lot of Asians don't like. So
yes.
What do you do?
Yeah.
I thought, okay. I didn't know you were Filipino. I didn't know you were. All I knew is you were Asian. Because
Yes.
I still don't recognize the faces the way you do as to what region. And you only kept the photo up there for about a week, and then you took it off.
Yes, because I've been thinking that I don't want to kind of like let my pictures stay here or for whatever reason or something like that. I don't want to.
And the funny
keep
thing
it
is
there.
a week and a half later, you put up another one,
and
you were in a yard.
Yes,
And I
with
couldn't really
Hannah.
see you because you were this
Tiny
little person in the
and
picture.
it's intentional. For me, my first impression when I first saw your picture, because it's always there and he's always smiling, and the age is so far is the kind of almost reached the maximum level of what I'm looking.
So you're saying I was an old guy. Thanks.
Yeah, from what I was looking, I was 35 at that time, so I want at least 10 years gap is my maximum that I'm looking.
So I really pushed the envelope, is what you're saying.
Something
There's
like
9
that.
years difference between us.
Yeah, it's nine years difference. So yeah, at least it's not yet in the maximum. So that was my first impression, and yeah, I it's always stuck in my head that you have the dimple.
The craters on the side.
Yeah,
Yes.
the dimple is very cute until now. Yes, it's very nice. And I remember I have also my dimple, so it's like, oh, we both have dimples. Nice.
You did mention that too, actually.
Yeah. So how long before you met in person?
3 months.
Yes, 3 months.
Almost to the day, actually.
Yes, exactly.
And the funny thing was you would send like a 1-sentence response to a series of questions that I'd have. I'd write like a page and a half, 2 pages worth of
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
And you'd send 2 sentences back, and it was like, ugh. And we were about 2 and a bit months into talking, like regularly texting or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Where you're sending messages back and forth. And we were sending a lot of messages.
Yeah, we both so kind of. Oh yeah, oh my God! I miss that every now and then I get a message, and it's so good to kind of get to know you more, and I'm becoming more excited every on
There was
a
guaranteed a
daily
message
basis.
every day, and in
Yes.
some cases 2 or 3 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until about, I'd say, well, it was over 2 months. We were about 2 months and probably into the second week of the third month, where, like towards the third month, where it was like, okay, are we ever gonna meet, or what's the deal here? Like,
Yeah, because I want to get to know you more before I meet you in person, because who knows that it's fake or something like that. So of course, for me on my part as a woman, and I want to guarantee for my safety, is I want to get to know you more.
Yeah, I look
And
like that Mad Dog Killer, like, don't I?
yeah.
Yeah. But I believe I asked you, like, well, so where's this gonna go? Like, do you want to meet, or what would you like to do?
Yeah.
And
I understand. It's like you give me the ultimatum to my understanding.
well, it wasn't so much an ultimatum. It was I wanted to know. Well, okay, if we're just going to be friends, we're just going to be friends. If we're going to see where this could go, then let's see where it can go.
Yeah.
And I said, like, because the first response after I asked that was, well, sure, I'd like to meet. And I said, well, I understand security and safety is an important thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of public place would you like to meet?
Yes. I met downtown Edmonton
at the Second Cup.
At Second Cup.
In what used to be the Eaton Center.
City Center Mall.
The city center is across the street. We were in what was called the Eaton Center still at that point.
Okay.
And it was down on the main floor. And I knew I had to go work before we were up at Fort McMurray. So it
we
was.
did not see on the following day. I waited you for 2 weeks, 1 week.
Well, I was up there for a full 15 days.
15 days.
And that's why, like, strangely enough, my first complete day off, was our 3-month messaging anniversary.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
And I said, well, I can meet you downtown. Where is most convenient for you? And you knew, and you obviously knew that the buses went downtown.
Yeah.
And you suggested the Second Cup. And I was like, oh, okay. And I looked it up on the map the night before. Where is the Second Cup? And I went, well, shit, I used to work in the TD Tower right across the street anyway.
Yes.
So I thought I knew the area perfectly.
Yeah, it changed.
And we met at the shop. The Second Cup closed at 5.
Yeah.
And we met at 3.
Yes.
Well, we were supposed to meet there for 3. And I parked in the Staples down by the Canada Trust, which was like 2 blocks to the north.
Yeah.
And I came into Eaton Center, and I was there early, like 45 minutes early. I wanted to make sure
you're not going to be late, but
I wanted to make sure everything was perfect.
But you were late.
And then I started looking around. I'm going,
where is it?
Where the hell? I found the Tim Hortons. I found both of them. I went down to the food court. Where the hell is the freaking Second Cup? I must have put on about 3 miles, going back and forth through the Ped Mall and down through the basement, and you phoned.
Yeah, I phoned you. Yes.
And I apologized profusely, and I said, "Oh, I can't seem to find the Second Cup. I've been all around this place, and I can't seem to find it." And then you said, "Well, it's over by the ATB."
Oops.